What's the wire with the politicers? Last night in the A-Trace, a handful of people was shot on Normandie and Manchester. One didn't make it. Somebody brought themselves to the hospital. It's a few different reports, but as of now, the ages of the people that was injured was 34 and 67 years old. This one of the best chicken spots in the land if you ask me. We ain't even got out of January yet, and I could see the pressure about to kick up a notch. Reports said a group of people was waiting for their food. Somebody pulled up and shot from a car, shooting inside the restaurant. Y'all stay dangerous and keep your head on a swivel. We should be hearing from young M within the next few days or so. Rest in peace to the fallen. Speedy recovery to the others. This is a piece with young Ant and Alex from Street TV. Young Ant breaking down the sections of his hood.
You mentioned going to elementary school, you were able to know people from all sides. At that time, I believe the set had four sides, and then eventually it got that fifth side. What side do you represent, and what was it like bouncing around to the different sides of the hood? Is it a different energy? Is it a little different vibe from side to side?
I mean, for some people, I'm from the north side, but really depending on who you are, like who you are, like your character as a person, like how you view life, like, and just your participation over here, like, yeah, that side thing could be it could be a whole different atmosphere, even though it's 5 or 10 minutes away. But like for me, I view every side the same. Like I'm the same person on every side. But like yeah, this side, but the size is different. Like in just the areas they is, cause like I said, it's different areas. So like you got the north side down here, like in the '60s and '70s, and then you might have the west, so the far west over here in the '80s, and then the back west in the '90s. So it's like it's one whole community merged together, but it's also different communities inside one community. So it is like different vibes on different sides, because one side got LAPD, one side got the sheriff. You know what I'm saying?
Now, you went to LaSalle Elementary in the '90s. Is that the South?
No, LaSalle, that'd be the back west.
Okay.
Basically, so that's the back west.
All
Or
right.
not even back, that's kind of on the south. Damn, I never even thought about LaSalle. That's really like, yeah, that's like border, like it's really like border like three sides, like the south, the back west, and the far west. That's like the border like three sides. Like
Is there also still the original West?
the original west. So that's what So that's
Okay.
what originally be the original west. Yeah, the original west. That's basically so. The original west is basically like them the G homies, them the older homies. Like you know what I'm saying, like how you know all the West Side Crip dudes. So that's like them older generation dudes. Like you feel me, like the Hunchies and them. So that'd be like the original west, and then like the younger dudes, the younger generation, they can't press original west. They far west.
And is there a difference between Far West and Back West?
Yeah, for sure.
And which
Two
one's the
different
one that
sides.
Lil Sodi said he was instrumental in starting?
Well, Lil Sodi is part of the far west. Lil Sodi is part of the far west.
And that's the newest.
Yeah, that's the last side. Yeah.
Do you envision younger homies creating another side out of, a block where people start hanging again? And would you be open to that? Or does it got to be an ending like, all right, we got enough sides?
Yeah, that side shit. That shit out. No, that side shit. That shit over. It's a different. See, it's a different dynamics of gang banging. See, I think the reason why I see the Far West, what was instrumental about the Far West and why the Far West was able to birth and begin a new side is because the A-Tray gangsters had received a lot of recruits at that time. Like it was like for real, like to like 30 to like 50 dudes, like probably like in like if not more in one summer, like and everybody's name was starting with a G. Like so they had just like it was just like a lot of dudes that stayed in this area who was just like click banging and doing other stuff that was just like the homies like, man, I gotta turn the set, or there was that St. Andrews playing. So a lot of dudes that summer, like a lot of work was like being put in, like a lot of dudes was getting put on and stuff like that. So just like it just birthed a new side. Like, oh man, you know what? You feel me? Like, man, look, we about to start the Far West. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? For them dudes who started it. But actually, for the dudes who started it, I don't know what was on their mind, but I know for sure, like all them dudes, because I know I went to school with a lot of them dudes, you feel me, and I was banging before them, but I know I went to school with a lot of them, and I was like coming home from camp, And they was like, man, you know, Far West. And I'm looking, and everybody's name was like with a G, and they was deep too. And I'm like, damn, where'd all these dudes just spring from? Like, you feel me? Like, for sure. But
Was it from the IE and
nah. That's before the IE. Like, that's before the IE trends. Back then, we wasn't going for none of that. Like, no, for sure. Because even the Far West dudes had it bad. Like, a lot of them dudes having it bad because you got to understand it's a new size. So it was like a lot of nuts was being tested. Like, you feel me? Like, a lot of dudes that want to come to the north side, you know, and come to certain sides of the set and be around certain members. And then, you know, homies to be like, oh man, the Far West, all them the park boys, they just hang out at the park and this and that. They don't come down here, you feel me? So like they had it rough. Like, you know, them young dudes had it rough. It was definitely, you know, dudes was getting, you know, socked out, getting chased, getting roughed up, you feel me? Like, you know, so a lot of them dudes had to withstand the test of time, and like, you know, and some dudes already came hard body, but you know, like, you know, you go through that transition, you know, it's just part of being in the concrete jungle.
now you know on a map, ETG is arguably one of the biggest geographic continuous sets.
Yeah.
You know, the '60s. If you throw the Overhills in there, you know, it gets big.
Yeah.
But ETG would be the second largest set of all sets.
Yeah.
From what, Century all the way to the south, what, to 65th, 66?
Yep, six base. Yeah, you know, we like to say gauge for real. Like, basically, you know, so I'm gonna say this. So, during the times like when we was like beefing with the Brims, like I think, you know, that gauge line was like separated Brim from H-Ray Gangsters. But like during the times like we ain't been beefing with them, you know, a lot of our homies who stayed down there, because that's the north side. A lot of our homies who stayed down there, you know, have moved from down there. Families moved out, don't stay down there no more. And it allowed the Brims, you know, some did stay on that side, some didn't, you know, come across Gage. And you know, they was on them blocks down there. And being that the homies wasn't over there, you know, they started little cliques over there in the area. So they be trying to, like, you know, they got like the 6'4" Brim clique. But like, you know, geographically, you know, that's really the hood, you feel me? But being that, you know, it wasn't like no beef with them, or we wasn't tripping with them, or we wasn't down there, you feel me? That was able to happen. But like, you know what I'm saying? It's like naturally to say, you can say like, yeah, Gage, shit, 64th, like, you know, from there, you know what I'm saying? It's supposed to.
I said Century, but I don't want to disrespect the 99 Mafias because they got that last block.
That's their hood, but you know, the back west of our hood started on 98th and Normandie. But see, you gotta understand, like, that's their block. They down there, but they always been down there with the homies, you feel me? Like, you know, they always been, like, from my understanding, them and the homies always been down there. So it's like, it rightfully can say, like, that's the set too, you feel me? Like, cause like they always been down there with the homies, you know what I'm saying?
Political street views? No, fake news.